Hey there, Tad Hargrave from marketingforhippies.com. I was doing a call for my membership and I said something. I thought, oh, that's so smart. And then at the end of the call, I said, what was that thing I said? I really liked it and I can't even remember it. And somebody said, it was this, said, you can't delegate reactivity. So I want to talk about that. You can't delegate reactivity. So many entrepreneurs I know are reactive. No systems at all, no checklists, no policies and procedures. Nothing. Everything is reaction. Everything is sort of flying by the seat of the pants. There's no plan. There's no strategy. There's just you wake up, what needs doing, and you do it. Oh, there's an angry email. Oh, somebody called. I'll respond to that. And it's a very Tao Zen way of doing things. You just are in the moment, responding to what's happening in the moment. But it's fundamentally reactive. And at a certain point, if the same troubles are happening, you have to think, okay, what's happening here? Where is this coming from? And address the root cause. So many businesses flail because they don't have any strategy. They don't have any plans. So you can't delegate that. You see what I'm saying? You run your business because you have a certain instinct, a certain something, and when you hire somebody, maybe they'll have a good instinct, maybe they won't. But a lot of them, if you're hired by somebody else, there's certain decisions you wouldn't want to make on behalf of the entrepreneur because what if you screw it up? So they're not going to make the decisions. They're going to hesitate a bit more than you would. And maybe it's good because they could screw things up, or they don't. Or they think they've got good instincts and then they can fuck your whole business up. So you can't delegate reactivity. And you don't want to, because you don't want staff who don't know as much as you making big important decisions for your business. And even if you needed them to, and it would have been good if they did, they may not. So you can't delegate it. What you can delegate is a really clear and clean job description that has a clear goal. This is your outcome. This is the thing you need to achieve in this job. Here's why it matters. Here's the resources you have at your disposal. Here's the money and how that fits in. Here are the things that you decide specifically. This is up to you. Here are the things I decide. Here are the things we decide together. All of that needs to be laid out, and certain checklists. These are the things that you need to do every day. If you have staff, by the way, make sure you have these lists. These are the things I need you to do every day, every week, every month, and once a quarter, once a year. Sorry. COVID. It's crazy. Too soon? Too soon. Yeah, so you should have those lists of things that they need to do on the regular basis that you keep refining. And when you're having meetings with them, which you should be having, things will come up and you say, hey, you know what, this thing, let's go over your list. How's it going? Hey, that thing, I'm realizing we don't need to do that. You can cut it. And hey, why don't we have this on the list? We should add it. And hey, how come this thing's never getting done? Okay, that's actually 3 things. Let's divide it up to make it easier. And your job becomes a kind of servant leadership to help make sure that list is getting done and that's clear. I've had this so many times with people I've worked with. When we sit down to go over the thing, I'm saying, did you do this? No, I was actually confused. I'm like, it's been a month. It's been a month since I gave that to you. And now you're telling me you're confused? You were confused immediately, but you didn't say anything? Great. So that's why we have the meetings and tell them, if you're confused, let me know. But you can't delegate the reactivity. If you are reactive and your whole business model is reactive, what that means is you can't delegate anything, which means you'll have to do everything. It's all on you. And that is a recipe for burnout. It's a recipe for your business never growing and expanding. It's a recipe for your business living a much shorter life than it would have. Because to grow your business, you have to give some things up. You have to delegate some things. You can't keep doing everything. For myself, I've got somebody hired. These are all part-time, you understand. But somebody who does the video editing. When I do my calls in membership or the free first Thursdays, they go through the calls and divvy them up into the little videos you see on YouTube. Somebody else is kind of the host in my membership and helps run that. Then my assistant, Susan, helps with the whole business. I've got another one who helps post my social media stuff that you'll see on my Instagram at Marketing for Hippies. If I was trying to do all of those things, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'd be going to bed every night completely behind the 8 ball, which has happened in my life and led to brutal anxiety attacks and burnout, and it's not worth it. So I've had to delegate, but what's allowed me to delegate successfully is creating systems and strategies and checklists for all those jobs. All of those jobs have that. And because they do, I can rest asleep at night. Oh, that's happening. I know they're doing it. Why? Because they know exactly what to do. They know what success looks like. And then, we meet regularly, check in, how's it going, and we tweak things as we go. But if I didn't have those systems, and I was just reacting as things came, and I'm trying to hire somebody. I know so many people, I keep trying to hire people and it doesn't work because you don't have a system. First, as an entrepreneur, you probably have to master the streets. You have to do the thing yourself a little bit in the beginning until you can pass it on. And then you do a little bit of this and you can pass it on. And then you can pay for people's training. You can say, you're doing my social media. Can you take this course on my behalf? And you pay for them to go do that course. And then you have them, you meet and you say, what ideas did you get from the course you want to implement? And you can discuss which ones make sense. And okay, let's give that a try for a month. 30 days later, check in, how did it go? And you can, custom make something. But man, if I was trying to take all those courses, do all that work, there's no way. And then just delegate. That's what people do. They say, look, my courses aren't filling. Can you just fill them for me? But they don't give the person a plan. They don't give them any direction. And the person, maybe with, some hubris, says, oh yeah, no problem, and fails. Because we do this because we're tired of reacting. We're tired of getting to 3 weeks before the program and it's not full. 3 weeks before so we're tired of the reactivity, because that's where reactivity delivers us. 3 weeks before, not enough people to do it. So okay, what am I going to do? My solution to reactivity is I'm going to react again and hire somebody and bring them on in a reactive way. So you can't delegate reactivity, and you can't use reactivity to cure reactivity. At some point you got to take a break. You got to pause and step back and say what's working, what's not, and build on that. Slowly, you start to build a structure that works. And it's, it may sound like I'm being cocky or condescending here, but it was only last year, 20 years I've been in business, only last year I started creating these checklists for my people who work with me. And it's been a complete game changer. It's night and day from how it was. We're all more relaxed. Even, my assistant Susan, who I've worked with for 7 years or so now, she said, oh, this is so much better. I thought she would feel like I was treading on her turf too much, And she was so glad. I was so glad. It's a relief to be clear. Clarity is the solution to reactivity, or one of them anyways. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, hit the red subscribe button. If you want to get more videos, then the little bell icon, it'll notify you when the next videos come. I try to get one out every single day. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I do read them all, even if I don't have time to respond to them all, but I am grateful. That's all for now.